Este va a ser uno de los temas que vamos a tocar el día de hoy en ESPN Radio, aparte de otros, como por ejemplo lo que ha ocurrido hoy en la Liga de Campeones con la eliminación de la vecchia señora de la Juve, cuando todo el mundo... ¡Ay, qué mal! ¡Ay!
No, tranquilo. Tranquilo.
Me reventé.
Tranquilo.
Bueno.
Hello everybody. How are you doing?
Welcome back.
How you doing, brother?
I'm all right. We're essentially filming in what is right now my bedroom.
Yeah. I like these shorts.
Yeah.
They're fucking snazzy, dude.
They're like your,
I'm gonna go well with my new boots.
Yeah,
they're
nice. They're comfy. I like them a lot.
Yeah, how is it living in here, though? How is it, like, waking up in the morning?
It's fine. It's cramped. It's tight as shit. Like, once this bed is, like, folded, like, this couch folded out into a bed, I have, like, no room in between that and my desk.
Yeah.
And because Sabrina wakes up for work every day before me, she sleeps on this side so she can just get out. Because, like, if I get up in the middle of the night, I have to, like, essentially crawl over her.
You're a left side man? Or is it just how it
No,
works
I'm
out?
usually the right side.
Mm.
But because she has to get out earlier, it just works out that way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
How much earlier does she wake up than you do?
She gets up at, like, 5:30 every day. I get up at, like, 9. Yeah.
For the birds. Does she wake you up every time she wakes up?
Pretty much, yeah.
How nice is it, though, going back to sleep, falling back asleep?
It's good and it's bad. Like, I like being able to, but then I'll be like, all right, cool, it's 5:30. I'll just, like, close my eyes, wake up in a couple hours, and nope, I wake up, like, 5 hours later.
Oh, that's the best.
No, I don't want to sleep that long.
There's times...
If I wake up past 10, I feel like I've wasted the whole day.
The sleep is so deep. That's crazy. I woke up at fucking 2:30 today.
I know, yeah.
The sleep is so deep, though. Like, sometimes, like, I'll wake up with, like, a stomach ache and have to, like, drop a deuce at, like, 7 a.m., 6 a.m. And when I go back to sleep, the sleep is, like...
Oh, that's nice.
It's unfathomable, dude, how deep the sleep gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... The worst is, like, waking up if you have to, like, wake up at, like, 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Waking up at, like, 6 a.m. with a stomach ache.
Dude, I think the worst is, like, when you have to get up early and you wake up being like, fuck, I'm exhausted. But, like, you're not, like, you're just, like, waking up on your own, not your alarm. You're like, fuck, I'm exhausted. I hope I have at least, like, another, like, 2 hours of sleep. And it's, like, 10 minutes before your alarm goes off.
Dude, I know Rob knows exactly the feeling about that because his internal clock is crazy. And what's crazy about...
Same, I always wake up right before my alarm.
Recently, I've been waking up 2 minutes before my alarm. I'll wake up at like 8:58 if I have to wake up at 9. It's insane. I've never had that type of internal clock. I've always been sleep way over.
I always set an alarm, but I do feel like I could go without an alarm. Like, I feel like if my body knew I had to be up at like 7, it would get up at like 6:45, 7 o'clock on its own.
Dude, I could easily... That early, if you're talking to me about that early, I could easily sleep through that. But I wake up... Yeah, nowadays, I don't know what it is, but nowadays I'll wake up several times throughout the day. Like, I'll wake up at, like, exact times. My body knows when to wake up at the exact time. So, like, I'll wake up at, like, 9:45 to 9:48 every single day.
Yeah.
And then I'll wake up and I'll be like, it's probably, like, 11:40. I'll wake up, look at my clock, it'll be, like, 11:43. And then I'll go back to sleep. I'll wake up, like, sometime later, and I'll think it's, like, 2 p.m. I'll check my clock. I'll be like, no, it's probably later. It's probably earlier than that. I'll look, it's like 12:40 every time, in between 12:40 12:48. I always wake up, like, give or take 20 minutes. But yeah, recently it's been crazy.
Yeah.
I wake up, my schedule right now is like a firm, give or take 20 minutes, like 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. Which is
when you wake up?
My sleep schedule is
5
a.m.
5.
to 2
You
p.m.
go to sleep at 5.
So it's like, like 9 hours.
Yeah.
But I'll sleep till like 2 p.m. every day. I can't even control it. It's like just when I wake up, when I'm ready to take on the world.
I mean, to each their own.
Yeah. I'm more of a night stalker.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
I lurk in the night.
Richard Ramirez.
Oh.
But I think edibles have thrown off my schedule. Because, like, when, like recently, like, when Sabrina gets up, I'll, like, fall back asleep. And I'll get up and I'm like, oh, I'm sure it's, like, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Nope, it's like 11:30,
Yeah.
and I'm devastated.
Dude, sometimes I wake up at 11:30 and I'll be like, I could sleep another eternity.
Yeah.
Full on eternity my whole life.
I wake up at 11:30. I'm like, I might as well sleep until tomorrow morning because I've wasted today.
Recently, I've been waking up, man, with the worst cold, and that's so uninspiring. Take on your day.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
had
No, waking up sick is the worst.
It was bad too, because before I got this, whatever this is, this sickness I had recently with the sore throat and all that shit, had real bad blues. Just like every day, I was waking up with the blues real bad, and then I got sick, and I was like, on top of this, it's just I don't fucking even want to
Yeah,
leave my bed. I just want
I
to
wouldn't
try
yeah.
to sleep as much as possible. Thankfully, I had fucking Kyle MacLachlan to fucking. Is that how you say his name?
Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah, from Twin Peaks.
Oh,
Yeah, just
yeah, something like that.
Just channel my energy through.
Agent Cooper, yeah.
Yeah, Agent Cooper.
Dude, according to him, all you need is a nice cup of coffee and a slice of pie.
Cup of Joe.
Yeah.
You gotta give yourself a present one time each day.
Dude, I went through a big phase because, like, in the second episode, I was rewatching Twin Peaks, and in like the second or third episode, they're like going out in the woods to like shoot at some targets to like
to teach
see some
Andy
stuff.
to teach Andy how to.
Yeah. And they every time they like in the first few episodes, like every time he goes to the police station, they have hella donuts. I went through
so many, dude.
I went through such a big phase of eating donuts in college because I was like, I watched one episode, and I was like, "Fuck, donuts are good."
Donuts look they make donuts look so good.
Yeah,
Rob, they in Twin Peaks, like it's the
and
cops.
pie.
They like
I never eat pie, but like when I'm like rewatching Twin Peaks, I'm like, "Fuck, I could go for a slice of pie."
the funniest. Yeah, it looks so.
Why
good
are there
every
no
time.
diners here?
I know there's some diners,
Not real ones, but yeah.
But fucking that's really just. What's his name? That's really just why am I blanking on this? It's really just David Lynch being autistic and like giving his interpretation of cops. Just always eating.
Wait till you finish the OG Twin Peaks, and if you want to keep going and you watch like the newest season that he did on like Showtime in like 2017, that's Twin Peaks what David Lynch wanted to make. Because the OG Twin Peaks aired on like Fox or something like that.
Yeah, CBS I think.
And it was so watered down for like cable.
I could tell.
Yeah.
I could tell that. Yeah.
The real Twin Peaks, like the newer one, is fucking nuts. It's good, but it's fucking insane.
Yeah. Like cool?
Yeah. But it's just full David Lynch.
Don't say anything because
I'm not going to say anything.
Rob and I were having this conversation about how our perception of what Twin Peaks was, it might not be exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And I was saying like I was under the perception that it was like some sci-fi shit.
Yeah.
So don't. If
It is.
Don't say anything. But yeah, I mean that he already has the dreams, and they like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little guy.
Yeah.
In the red room.
Yeah. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
But yeah, I'm not gonna spoil any of that because Rob hasn't watched it, and other people probably haven't watched it either.
That's not giving that away. Much away.
Yeah, it's not giving much away. But yeah, that's been dope. I had the blues, and then, dude, it's crazy because like you get sick, and then you ever have a cold for so long? I remember this when I was a kid. I used to have this thought all the time. You have a cold for so long that you forget what it's like to not have a cold.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden one day it just happens, and you're like,
I'm like naturally
congested.
congested. Like I always have like nasal congestion. So when I get sick, I like literally cannot breathe through my nose.
Yeah.
And I go through periods where I'm like, will I ever be able to breathe again?
Yeah.
And
when I was a kid, it would be like 2 weeks, and I'd be like, dude, I'm gonna be like this for life.
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die like this, and when I'm 75.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's how it's been basically for me for like 6 weeks. I mean, if there's someone consistently watching the pod, they know I've been sniffling since I've been in Indiana. Like since the first episode we shot with Jack, I've had the sniffle. And then, yeah, dude, it was just gotten better and worse and better and worse.
Yeah. I think since my surgery, my immune system's gotten a lot worse. So like when we first moved in here, we went to New York for like a week, and then coming back, I don't think it was COVID because I tested it a bunch, but I was sick for like a solid like 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm never gonna recover.
Yeah.
I was like Tiger King. I'm like, I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
Dude, I never seen Tiger King.
You've never seen
Still
Tiger
never
King?
watched it. No,
It's not worth it.
you don't think so?
It was like what people watched during the first stint of like the pandemic,
Pandemic, yeah.
like quarantine. Like nobody had anything to do.
They were like, this guy's got a mullet, a mustache, and he's banging dudes on the reg. This is interesting TV.
I mean, the first season's not awful, but
I'll
wouldn't
watch
say
it
it's-
eventually. I'll watch it
yeah.
eventually. Just to get the references that
Yeah.
people make every day in fucking pop culture. But
Do you know what that quote was?
no,
Okay,
no,
but I
don't.
won't ruin it.
Yeah, I don't know what that quote is.
It's so good. The context of when he says that is like amazing.
You seen it, Rob? Yeah, and I'll watch it eventually.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think Twin Peaks came out in like '93, and you're just getting around to that. So
I got time,
you
brother.
got a few decades.
I got a few decades
Yeah.
to catch up. But yeah, dude. Recently, I've had this cold. I think it's finally going away, but I don't even know. I could wake up tomorrow. You know, I was sick for like 5 days before I left for Indiana. I got sick at the end of my trip, 2 weeks into being in Indiana, and then I got home. I was all right for a little bit while Josh was here, and then we had a bender for the whole 5 days he was here.
Yeah.
And then immediately after, I was like, oh God, I feel like shit. Obviously, I'm like withdrawing from alcohol. And I can't just, sickness be gone! I can't do that. So I just have to endure it and it goes away. And now, yeah, like 2-3 days ago,
Yeah.
I started feeling like shit again.
It's always the worst when you're not like super sick, like when you know you don't have like the flu or nowadays like COVID,
yeah.
and it's just like a cold, and it's like persistent.
And I
Because like a
think,
cold, you feel like after a couple days, like you can just sleep it away.
yeah, that's what I've been doing. I just
Yeah.
NyQuil, just chug NyQuil.
Yeah.
I
No,
got
that's what I was doing. When I was sick, when we first moved in here, I was like literally going every other day to CVS to get like Dayquil, NyQuil.
Yeah, it's
was just-
insane. That's a lot. That's a lot. Every other day is insane.
Well, it's just, I mean,
I'm a bit
just trying
small.
to get rid of it,
You get
man.
one shot of fucking NyQuil.
No, Dayquil you take like 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah, I guess so. I got a double pack of Dayquil and NyQuil, and I went through it. I wasn't home for like a week, but in the span of being home for like 4 weeks.
I wasn't just getting that. I was getting like tea. I was like trying everything. I was getting tea. I was
Yeah.
getting fucking Sudafed.
I went through a bottle of Dayquil and NyQuil. I just finished it like 2 days ago, and I got it before I left for Indiana. I was gone for 3 weeks, came back, got sick again, drank more of it.
Yeah.
You know, Dayquil and NyQuil have this thing in it where if it has a drastic temperature change, it'll like crystallize and not go away, and it'll taste like little hairs. It'll feel like little hairs in the syrup.
No, I didn't know this.
You ever seen that?
No.
No. It was because when I left, it was like normal temperature, and when I got back, the house was like 40 degrees. So it had done something. I've looked it up. Like I'm sure there's a chemical reason for it, but people were just basically like, "Why
Yeah.
the fuck are there hairs in my NyQuil?" Because I thought the same thing. I was like, "What are these little pieces of hair in my my drink?"
Just become shards.
It's just shards, like little tiny shards. You looking it up, Rob? Yeah, it's weird.
That's interesting.
But yeah, I saw like if you shake it up, it kind of breaks them up, and they're like less noticeable. But like if you let it sit for a while, they'll reconvene the shards.
Reconvene.
Yeah, for lack of a better term.
Sure. I mean,
But
works pretty well.
But yeah, I'm hoping finally I'm gonna come out of this. I'm curious. I got my insurance in order. I'm curious as to whether
What'd you get?
I pitched it to my mom. My mom is like 100 for 100 on me being sick. She always knows exactly what it is based off like how I sound over the phone.
Yeah. It's kind of her thing.
Yeah, it's kind of her thing.
Yeah.
She knows. Yeah, that's what she does. So
She's down with the sickness.
she is down with the people with sickness.
Yeah.
But that sounded bad. My mom's an emergency room nurse, so that's nothing
Yeah,
weird.
no.
You know what I mean? There's nothing weird about what we just said. But yeah, I pitched to her the idea that maybe I got strep throat, even though I don't have tonsils. I pitched to her that maybe I got strep throat, and it just hasn't gone away because I haven't taken steroids. So it just like kind of tamed and then got worse. My immune system like was.
You have to have tonsils to get strep throat?
No, you don't.
Oh, yeah.
It's the main
I didn't
reason you
think
get your
so.
tonsils out, but you usually don't. That's like the reason people, if you get strep like 6 times within a year, is like the main cause of getting your tonsils out. Yeah. It's basically just supposed to reduce it for people who have chronic strep or get chronic strep.
When they took my tonsils out, they just told me I was gonna stop snoring.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah, I never snore, ever.
No way.
No, I since I've had my tonsils out, I've never snored.
That's crazy. I think I still do because I think I wake myself up, but I don't have anyone to tell me. I just don't have anyone to tell me.
Yeah, just little snores.
I used to snore like a monster, dude.
Yeah, I did when I was like really young.
Yeah, I basically always did in my whole time. Keep doing this where I put my fucking knee in front of my face.
Every like male in my family, I think, has sleep apnea.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
It all comes from my dad's big old schnoz.
yeah.
We all inherited his schnozzentakel, and we fucking.
Did anybody in your family use like a?
My dad sleep mask.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my dad.
Really?
I'm gonna have to eventually.
Well,
I-
my biological dad doesn't, so maybe that'll work out in my favor.
That's nice. He snores or no?
No, I don't know. I
Um,
don't think I've ever been close to enough to a sleeping body to determine.
who is it that you said snores like really bad, like you can hear it doors away?
I mean, my stepdad snores awfully.
Yeah,
but
Howard
my
snores like crazy.
my like uncle, it's my stepmom's brother. We literally call him the water buffalo because he just is the most horrendous snorer, and he
Yeah.
has like the intense CPAP machine where it's like 5 different tubes all connected to like one mask that like goes over his whole face essentially.
Yeah,
But we're on vacations and he'll get fucking blackout drunk and not remember to put it on,
yeah,
and everybody in the house can hear him.
that's the worst shit ever.
Yeah.
Out of all of our friends, there are 3 people who I think are the worst. Rob has actually heard all of them, so I'm gonna ask him. Who do you think is worse out of Billy, Josh, or Isaac? Do you remember Josh when he was? Bro, Isaac would shake the house.
Really?
Yeah, it was so bad. I remember I was with my ex before, and I sent her a video. I still have in my Snapchat of Isaac snoring. I'm in the ping pong room, and Isaac is out in the family room, and you can hear him like he's like I have the mic to his face. It's crazy. Do you remember how? Do you ever hear Josh's when he was here? It was so bad, dude. I felt so bad for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks. I think that's one of the worst things to have
I
is
don't-
like a bad snore.
I don't know if people heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know if people heard that or through the mic in context, but Rob was just saying that how the way our house is set up, Rob's room is like directly connected to the living room. So any noise, like if it's a fucking needle dropping in the kitchen, it goes just supersonic into his room and he hears everything. So when we have guests over and they sleep in the living room, if they snore, it's like fucking in his face, which sucks. Because it's in my face. Like Josh and Bill, I can hear from my room, so I know it's loud for you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Ironically enough, with a little door stopper in the bottom, it still gets through.
yeah, I would probably kill myself if I snored bad.
Yeah, dude. I think me snoring is why my throat hurts a lot of mornings. It's like,
Yeah, it could be.
yeah.
Do you ever hear him snore?
You've heard me snore in the past.
I mean, I've heard you snore. I always wake up.
Yeah.
I walk around
Yeah.
sometimes. It's like normal. I think everyone's. I think.
I don't. I'm just better.
I think there's people who are majority.
I'm sure I do. I'm
you've
sure
snored.
if I'm like,
When we were kids, you would snore.
yeah,
That's how I'd look. We'd be watching South Park, and all of a sudden I'd hear you snoring, and I'd be like, "Oh,
yeah. I used to when I was younger. I don't think I have at least since like high school,
when'd you get your tonsils out?"
1st grade. So
Oh,
that
okay.
wasn't like it helped for sure. Cause I think I snored on like a regular basis before that.
Yeah.
But then it just depended on like if I was like sleeping like that, you know.
Yeah. Choking yourself out. I would choke myself out in my sleep, and it would wake me up.
I think I've been on like vacations, like in college, where I'd just get like blackout drunk, and like my friends would say that I snored, but I don't. It's not a regular occurrence anymore. And Sabrina's never noticed me snoring ever.
Yeah, that's good. Fucking yeah. I've always had complaints about my snoring.
Yeah.
But my tonsils were like 2.5 times the size of like the average tonsil.
Yeah,
According to,
mine were fat.
yeah, my ENT had told me. So he was like, the reason you have a lot of the issues you have with anything is because your tonsils
You
are
got yours
blocking
out
you
in like
from-
high school, right? Or
I
like
got mine out
later?
like a month, like a year ago.
Oh, yeah.
I got mine out December 17th of 2022. 2022.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that was nice. It changed a lot for me. But now, like being sick feels like when I had tonsils and I was sick. Like my throat is so inflamed.
Should get your glands checked out.
Man, they're nothing. Yeah, there's if I had tonsils, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be in bed. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to be here. But yeah, no, it's cool. It's all right. Tonsils out, all good. Feeling. I think it has advantage. I think it's because
Yeah.
I got mine out for sleep apnea, but I don't think it helped with my sleep apnea as much. But as long as there's other advantages, it doesn't feel like a total waste.
I've had 3 internal parts of my body removed.
Appendix, tonsils.
No, gallbladder, tonsils, and now
Lung.
my lung.
Yeah. Fucking dude, you might be a cyborg, man. They're gonna have to start replacing you with fucking
Yeah,
mechanical
they need to put
parts.
stuff back in, man. They've taken too much out.
He's gonna have to fucking put some oil in you.
Dude. I still like
Until you're just fucking Cyrax
when I'm like
and
working
Sector
out
from
now,
Mortal
I'll
Kombat.
notice like because like my scars on this side, and it was like up by my shoulder.
Yeah.
I'll notice like I slouch like this. I'm like, I need to get that fixed. My shit's fucked.
Really? You think
need to
that,
put
you never
extra-
noticed that before? You not?
No. I noticed it like right after
You
the
not just
surgery.
have like a limp in your fucking one of your feet?
Yeah, I'm like 3 inches shorter on the left side.
Oh, you're just leaning, bro, like you're a fucking Beyonce backup dancer.
Yeah.
Um,
Which, speaking of that, Usher performance kind of sucked last night, right?
yeah, not everybody, people on social media are like, yeah, that was cool. We didn't like it.
No, it was very underwhelming.
Yeah, thought so too. There was no like, the theatrics were so lackluster. It was just
Yeah.
like him on dancing on grass, then on the stage. Like,
Then he took his shirt off.
where's the pyrotechnics? Yeah, that was the most theatrical part. Is that
Right.
he took his shirt off and was just Usher.
And then he put his shirt back on with fake abs.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw a funny post that Ludacris, like wearing the football, like, he was wearing like shoulder pads and stuff.
Ludacris should have came out in a football jersey.
He
That
looked
would've
like
been-
Ben Stiller in Dodgeball. It was like a black and purple like
I know what
shoulder
you're talking
pads.
about. Yeah, that outfit was basically just like Ludacris and Missy Elliott videos. Like I think they
Yeah.
just- the Ben Stiller's whole team with like the Olga lady and the big dudes. Their whole fit with the shoulder pads and all was just like like a retro Missy Elliott video.
Will.i.am got pretty fat, huh?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why not? Let him have his thing. He's not
He
fat,
deserves
bro.
to.
He got some chub to him. I wouldn't go as far as to say he's fat.
To each their own.
Okay. All right. Let's see what Lennon's is up to.
Let's see.
He better have made it good again.
What up, boys? Long time no see. Don't know if I hit on this with my last update, but caught a dude smoking crack the other day. Was at a bar. Had a couple cocktails, enjoying myself, you know. Nice, good time for all of us. And walked into the bathroom, and there's a dude in an army shirt. And I was like, huh, Hermie. Nice to meet you. And he said, they got a problem with me smoking ice. And I said, well, smoking ice? Brother, you don't smoke it, you put it in your drink. And he proceeded to pull out a crack pipe and a white bag. And I said, oh, well, you weren't kidding, brother. And I
That's what I
went and I
thought.
told the bartender because, you know, there was a lot of people there. I didn't want anybody to get hurt. And I said, hey,
You snitch
Dude, I know.
bastard.
99%
Snitching
sure
on
there's
his
a dude
fellow
smoking crack
army
in
man.
here. And the bartender was like, fuck, dude, again. I was like,
He told him
"What do
they
you
had a
mean
problem
again?
with it."
How often of a problem is this? And they escorted his ass out. That was pretty wild. Hope you guys are doing good. Staying out of the rain. Catch you next week.
Bro, we might
I don't
have to-
appreciate that comment.
Yeah, we might have
He
to.
knows my place is flooded.
Yeah, that's a good point. First of all, that's
Son
adding
of
on
a
to that. We
bitch.
might have to fucking not let Lennons do updates anymore. We have to cut him from the show, dude. We can't be working with the Fed.
I know, right?
That's crazy. Let the man smoke his
fellow
ice.
Army men too.
Yeah, fellow Army man. Just let the guy's been through
Yeah.
enough. Let him
Also,
smoke his
ice
ice.
is not crack.
Yeah, he's getting methed up
Yeah,
like a true Indiana, down home Indiana boy.
yeah, that's like
Or yeah, I mean,
maybe yeah.
if the guy's a professional crack user, I think he'd know what to
Yeah.
call it. I think Jack probably got it mistaken.
I also did not know where that story was gonna go because he was like, I don't know if I told you.
Yeah,
Like fix his hair for like a solid 5 seconds.
Yeah, just acted hella like.
And he said it was a good time for all of us. I
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Yeah, that's definitely cap because if it was a good time, he would have hit the ice
Yeah.
like a fucking hockeyman. Yeah, dude, I don't know how I feel about that check-in. I know Lennons thinks he was doing the right thing, but you can't be going and snitching on dudes for smoking crack or meth in the bathroom. That's
Yeah,
just not
especially
cool.
against a crack or a method. They're gonna fucking stab you one.
Yeah, I mean, he told him they had a problem with it.
Yeah.
Let the dude live.
I'd be like, well, I ain't got no problem with it, brother.
Like, Jack, what if it was you that wanted to smoke ice in the bathroom?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want anyone snitching on you.
No, especially when a gentleman identifies himself as a fellow army man,
fellow airman.
fellow countryman.
Fellow countryman.
You'd think.
Countryman.
I mean, he confided in him. He goes, they have a problem with me.
Yeah.
And he's not thinking this guy's going to go run and snitch on him. He's
Yeah.
like, help me out here, man.
Yeah, he's like, fucking, I need a sponsor. I got a problem
Yeah.
myself, actually.
Cover me.
Yeah, cover me. Go, go, go. Oh, he shouldn't have snitched on him. Jack,
Yeah.
that wasn't right. I know you think you were doing the right thing and protecting citizens, but
Yeah.
who gives a fuck about other citizens, brother?
Should have lit up with your fellow army men and you could have flanked that whole bar. And
Jack on meth would be
Bro.
insane. Jack on meth would be like Super Saiyan.
yeah.
A human going Super Saiyan for the first time. His beard would just grow another 5
Yeah.
inches.
Just immediately.
Or just immediately fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be insane. That would have been sick though if he just took a hit of the meth and came to us with that story. You know what I mean?
And documented it, man.
Yeah, dude, the video of him smoking meth would be sick.
Dude, he videotapes half of his life. We need to get him to just
Smoke some
maybe
meth.
instead of like filming an update every week, like film like a day in the life sort of thing. We're just out about doing stuff.
Well, really,
You know what I mean?
yeah, it's supposed to be a mixture
Like
of both.
he's talking about
The best
these,
one was
like,
when he was walking into
banshee women at the climbing gym.
Amazonians.
Yeah, film them.
Yeah.
Get him on the show.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
He needs
If
to
we
be
got
he needs to be a reporter in the street.
Yeah, field journalist.
Yeah.
Dude, if we got Jack to do field journalism for us, that'd be
It'd be the greatest.
Yeah, we'd level up the content of the show.
If
for
not
sure.
saying that story, if he just had a video of him going into a bathroom being like, Ermy, and the guy pulls out some
Yeah.
fucking meth.
Yeah, the guy's
be the
like, let's
best.
go. That'd be
Turns around to
sick.
Jack, just
Yeah, that'd be sick.
yeah.
That'd be so dope. If we can get. Yeah, if we can get him.
Jack's just walking around the Vision, the
Yeah.
Apple Vision Pro.
That'd be sick, dude. It'd be a
Just
POV,
pans around to his eyes, just like
a POV field journalist.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
it'd be like that guy. The hey, they got glory holes in the back.
Oh, Sam Cam?
Yeah,
Yeah, Sam Cam's good. You know Johnny Hamcheck?
I'm sure I've seen it, but I don't know.
Johnny
by
Hamcheck
name.
is just like Sam Cam, but a much older dude from New York.
Mm.
And he'll go up to people and be like, "Oh, you know James, right?" Like they'll be like working on a scaffolding, and they'll be like, "You know James, right?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, James. He didn't come into work today, but yeah, we know him." Be like, "Oh, so James told me to bring you guys these bricks. You guys need these bricks?" And they're like, James sent you?" He's like, "Yeah, James told me here. What's this address?" And we'll read the address off the building and be like, "Yeah, James sent me." And he'll like fucking make guys go through these hoops and go through this wild goose chase just to be like,
Just
yeah,
for nothing.
yeah, just be like, "All right, I'll see you later." Just never talk to him again.
That's great.
Yeah, Johnny Hamcheck's funny. I like Sam Cam a little bit better because he's a little bit younger, appeals more to what I think is funny.
Yeah.
But Johnny Hamcheck's pretty good too.
He goes, world's greatest papa.
World's greatest papa.
That's Sam Gang, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was showing Josh like his whole hour and a half long videos.
It's so great.
Yeah, he's great. You start your timer?
Yeah.
What time are we
Like a
at?
couple minutes in. We're at
So we're at 30.
probably like 30.
So I got some stuff I want to show you, some accounts. There's one that you probably already heard of because I actually wrote it down like 2 weeks ago and meant to show you to you when it was still a little fresher. But have you seen the raw chicken experiment yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm eating raw chicken
Yeah.
day 35 until I get a tummy ache.
Yeah, I noted that. I'm gonna check it on. I haven't checked it on in a while, but I noted that like 2 weeks ago, and I fucking completely forgot
Yeah.
about it.
Till I get a tummy ache.
Day 25. Let's see. That was 9 hours ago. Ew, he's making a smoothie with it.
Ew, man.
With Caesar salad.
I like how he's always wearing a suit.
Yeah. He's like always on like Santa Monica.
I know.
Too.
Till I get a tummy ache.
Yeah. Dude. That's
Fucking
so
hell.
gross. Nasty fuck.
Dude, he's giving me a tummy ache.
Ew, bro, it's spritzing everywhere.
Did he put like seltzer in it?
What? Just water. Ew, dude. Ew, dude.
He's definitely had a tummy ache already.
I know he's had a tummy ache.
Yeah.
Bruh. He's
There's
cat,
no way.
for sure.
Eating raw chicken every day till I get a tummy ache. Happy Super Bowl day to those who celebrate. Today we'll be having buffalo wings.
Ew.
Yeah, he eats raw chicken every day.
And he's got raw eggs?
Yeah, he
In the
drinks
glass?
raw eggs. Yeah.
Ew.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Ugh. That's why he's so tough. You nasty bitch. Ah!
I could go for some wings right now,
I
though.
could go for some wings, yeah.
Those wings weren't bad yesterday.
They were alright, yeah, a little small. They tasted good. They
Yeah.
were nice and they fall off the bone and shit, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. One more thing before we talk about Love Is the Law, because we gotta talk about that a little bit as
All right.
much as we can.
There's some good one-liners in there.
Yeah, for sure. The Admiral, bro, forget about it. The
Which
Admiral,
one's the Admiral?
What do you think is the
I
Admiral?
didn't like watch the.
The Admiral is the guy with the $130,000 Benz who's been
Yeah.
homeless by
Bro.
choice for 35 years.
Lonely? I'm lonely right now.
Yeah, dude. The best is, I was telling Robbie, the best is when they go,
he starts smoking like crack.
no, it's weed. It's weed.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he just smokes weed.
Okay.
Yeah.
We started smoking and then it zooms out and he's in like a nice ass fucking bed.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, did he just find this car?
Yeah, I like the lecture about how to shut the door because that was awesome. It reminded me of my dad. But my favorite thing he said was he gets out of the car in like a random abandoned parking lot and he's like, blow out some smoke for the dead homies. And they're like, oh, like you've had friends die? And he's like, actually, no.
Yeah.
All right,
Nobody's
hold on.
died here.
It's this guy. Yeah, he's like, yep, no one's died. He thinks about it like 10 times.
I know.
Do you know who Alex the Terrible is?
No.
There's this dude who's going viral right now for just being like a Superman. He's like a Russian dude who like does bare knuckle fighting. He also wrestles with bears. He also is like the lead singer of a heavy metal band. Who has a crazy voice. His voice sounds like it's a spawn of Satan. And then he also like does some other shit. I forget what it is. Oh yeah, he also like crazy with guns and shit.
Did you say
And
don't
he's-
be scared?
Yeah, don't be scared. He also speaks like perfect English. He's like a Russian
Without
dude.
an accent or with the
No,
Russian
he's a
accent?
little bit accent, but yeah, this is
He's a musician?
you see how far away that person
Yeah.
was?
Jesus.
Yeah, he's smashing his head with the mic. Is that what you asked?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Just immediately switches. Yeah,
Jesus
he's crazy though.
Christ.
He has this like bear, his like bear friend, who he goes and just wrestles with. Let me see.
That reminds me, I have some stuff to show you.
Yeah, you know it. Bear grapple fighting. Yeah, he's like his friend right here.
Yeah.
It's a long time no see. The caption. Yeah, he just wrestles with him for a bit.
Bear's like, I might get you today, man.
This dude is like, oh yeah. Did you see his physique? He's
Yeah.
like fucking ripped, like a fucking
I
monster.
know, this bear's looking at him like, fuck.
It's an old video.
Is that Boger?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's Bogues. Bogues has gone crazy. I think this blood is not real, but at first I was alarmed when I was watching this. On this
Who's
video,
making that noise?
that's the bear.
Okay.
You would have thought it was him though from the singing.
Yeah.
On this video, my brother was a teenager, 3 years old. Now he's an adult bear. Last time I played with him, he was 7. I shit my pants a little bit. I can't wait to visit him again.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, fucking Shu has seen all the deep Instagram shit that I find.
Yeah.
He's always seen it. He's always liked it and commented on it. It's insane. But yeah, here's bare knuckle fighting.
So what is his like true profession?
I think the music shit.
Okay.
But he's just like a superhuman.
I think he's just delusional.
He's just like a super Russian, really.
Yeah.
A lot of Russians are superhumans. Out of all these things, I'm gonna be honest. I was most impressed by how well he speaks English. I got to be
Yeah, I
this
was gonna
Russian.
say everything you've shown me is just Russian.
To be this Russian and still speak like as well, like here.
I don't want to lie to myself, you know.
Look at his
I don't
scar.
wanna play
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
from a bear.
for
Or that, or
something
I think
for
it's
being popular
man-made.
or just for money.
Just-
What do you
or
think, Rob?
Whatever, you know. I will.
You know, it's like
not
one of those things.
do this. I will rather lose popularity or money or something, but I'm 30 years old. I wanna show my children how to live this life and be a real man. You know what I mean? And
You know what I mean. Fucking got great teeth. All right, last one I'll show you.
yeah, like that. Don't be scared.
Don't be
All
scared.
right.
Don't be scared.
One round. You shoot. You scream.
But yeah, just one of those guys, man.
That's pretty crazy.
He kept popping up on my feed, just like
Yeah.
they kept recommending him to me. So I was
He's
finally like,
nuts.
what's this terrible guy all about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on a loophole. I watched his videos for like 45 minutes last night.
I mean, he also just sounds Russian, but he's pretty up there as far as Russians go.
Yeah, that the voice shit when he screams like it's the devil is pretty wild.
Oh, God damn it.
What?
I keep saving shit on Reddit and it keeps getting like taken down.
Oh, yes,
But-
yeah, you got to fucking screen record it on there because it'll get taken
Yeah.
down. Well, you
I was
gonna
just
show me
gonna-
the Drake meat video?
Hell no.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, dude, he said.
Yeah, bro.
He said.
I was gonna take off.
Remember the fucking the video?
Huh?
What does a helicopter sound like? Is the
Oh,
deep
Um,
cry? Oh,
but I got some shit to show you. I'll ramp it up. I'll start off easy. But it reminded me of what I had to show you on Reddit because it was a chick getting attacked by a bear and it was pretty nuts.
did she die?
I don't know. It was for like a photo shoot. And like the bear just like
Oh,
looked
I saw that.
Yeah, the bear just like looked
It
at
just
her.
looks at her and it
starts
destroys her.
going, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that shit, dude.
ape shit on her.
I saw that. I think I saw. Oh,
I think I saw it.
Oh, I think I saw that on Reddit as
Yeah.
well before it got taken down.
All right, but I got 3 things to show you. So first is a post from Jude Bellingham, and I love when like footballers just like don't care about like PR or
Yeah,
anything
like when
that.
he called Mason Greenwood a rapist.
Huh?
Like when he called Mason Greenwood a rapist.
Yeah, no, that's great. It's so
was fire.
stupid that La Liga was like investigating.
Are
it.
they still doing it?
I don't think so.
I hope not, dude. If they try to ban him for calling a
It's
rapist,
like, bro,
a
don't
rapist,
hire a rapist.
yeah, don't keep a rapist in
Yeah.
the league if you don't want people to call him a rapist.
But no, so this was after Madrid's like last win, and it's just a simple post. He's just doing his celebration, posting other people.
That is schlong.
Yeah, so that this picture
Holy shit.
kind of shows off his meat a little bit, and
Is it all my Drake shit in the captions?
no, so Fede Valverde commented, "Oh, did they take it down? I think he deleted his comment."
Oh, that's the worst.
Hold on, I can find a post with it, but yeah, but look, there's this comment from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Yeah, people are asking where Valverde's comment is because he definitely deleted it. But he let me try to find it.
You won't wipe it off.
He had commented on his post saying it's hard to run with 3 legs, I guess. And
More like it's easier to run, dude.
yeah. Dude, it was so funny. Fuck. Yeah, I need to start just screenshotting shit.
Yeah, that's the way. There's a lot of shit that I've tried to show you guys, dude. How about that? You like how I've been? I forget if I asked you. You like how I've been sending those sweatshop posts?
Yeah, they're pretty entertaining. All right, but anyway, that's disappointing. But then there's this video that I thought was pretty good because like morning news people, I think are like some of the weirdest
Yeah,
creatures
yeah.
because they just like
Sorry.
I don't know how to describe it. Like they're so PR driven.
Yeah.
Like they can't say or do anything like weird, and when they do, they just like malfunction.
Yeah, tranquilo.
Not even that. That's just hilarious.
Tranquilo. Rob, you know what video I'm talking about? There's this video. It's like Spanish.
It's like ESPN Deportes or something.
Yeah,
like that.
and it's like the newsroom after a game, post game. It's like 5 people talking in a room, and one of the stage walls, the set walls, just falls down and smashes this dude. One of the journalists
just demolishes him.
Demolishes him, smashes him. They cut away from him,
like flattens him into the table.
and you can just hear a bunch of the Spanish people in the background going "Tranquilo, tranquilo, tranquilo," and then one just goes "Tranquilo, tranquilo."
And the whole time they've cut away instantly to this one reporter who's just going like this, like does not know how to.
I gotta pull it up. I gotta pull that up right quick. Hold up.
I just sent it recently into like Sus, I think.
Was it Sus or Big
Yeah.
Goats?
No, it was Sus.
Tranquilo, tranquilo. Oh, here we go. Yeah, show it to him.
You can hear the. You can hear the guy go, "Hi."
Hi.
Hi.
I didn't say ay, Dios míos. I gotta be saying that. Yeah, he does. Ay, Dios mío. Tranquilo, tranquilo.
But I saw this clip and I was like, I don't like morning news.
You don't like the news?
Morning news.
Oh yeah.
Cause it's just shit filled with like this.
Best turkey imitation I've ever seen.
Wasn't my best. You put me on the spot.
I'm afraid to say anything.
There's also this on social media.
This chick's doing her turkey impression.
What the fuck, dude? It's way funnier to hear than to see.
He starts off going like, "You have the best turkey imitation I've ever heard." Yeah, I don't know why she has to like stick her face down.
Yeah, she looks like the fucking little thing from Barnyard that they let out of the cage to dance around.
I vaguely remember that.
And it's a crazy Jimbo or some shit.
Yeah.
They let him out of the box. He's like, they play the banjo for him.
And then you've probably seen this last clip. I'm sure you both have seen it, but it was just insane. Did you see this?
Oh, dude, yeah. I was gonna show you this.
Yeah. Have you seen this? This guy gets chased down by a cannibal.
He's like a whole tribe. He like
he goes so fast when the guy pops out of the woods. Like look, he's like jogging now.
I'm starting to think it's scripted, dude, because he's doing it like every day.
Oh really?
Yeah. There's another video where he's like swimming and they like start creeping up behind him in the water. Maybe, yeah, it could be possible too. It's just an everyday thing.
Yeah. If that is real, that video's insane.
Yeah, I thought it was real for sure at first, and then I saw another one, and I was like, damn, I hope these aren't scripted. Yeah. That is crazy.
It might be, because I feel like if you're a trained cannibal, you're not going to jump out right behind somebody.
Yeah, I mean, they don't.
Like, he's
they
a
obviously don't
pretty
consider
bad
having basically a mirror in front of that person. They're not like,
Yeah.
oh, he's got a mirror in front of them that sees behind us. So they're just like, we're gonna sneak up on him. He's distracted.
I guess, but like they hear him like running, and he jumps out.
Dude, speaking of that, have you seen the tribe? It's like a journalist, and he's like out in like cannibal Africa, and they're like, oh,
the guy
like,
who's like, I think we should wrap
yeah, like,
this up.
why do they call you like the Death Master or whatever?
Yeah.
He's like, I'll fucking eat you, guy. He's like,
good asking question. I will eat your heart.
Do you want me to show you? Yeah. And then
He just turns to the producer and goes, should we wrap this up?
He's like, maybe we could just sneak off without them knowing.
Maybe we could just leave?
I don't think so, brother. You're in the desert. I think they're going to see you. Yeah, that's good. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Just indigenous people in 2024 is funny.
Sure.
It's just funny. Like, it's dope. It's funny because of the contrast of, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A first world country to like,
sure.
To what else is capable,
but even like,
of containing.
And I don't know if this is a lie, but like Matt LeBlanc has like, from Friends, Joey, has been like, I've been out in like the wilderness, like in the desert in like Morocco, and we'll be like by a cave, and I'll hear like, dun, 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 like coming from the inside of the cave. Like
they're singing or are they watching?
No,
Friends?
They're watching Friends.
Oh, that's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way that's true.
But like they have phones now.
Yeah.
Like,
you think they're gonna choose to watch Friends of all things?
What else are they gonna watch?
I don't know, dude. Something else.
Yeah, it's number 1 on Netflix today.
For entertainment, they're just gonna go for a run.
No, I don't think it's on Netflix anymore.
They're just gonna go for a run and get chased by cannibals for entertainment.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good stuff.
Speaking of documentaries,
fucking Love is the Law, dude. What's your first impression?
I've been to Sausalito a few times. I didn't know this shit was going on. Yeah. They're all out on the water, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, I've never been.
No.
Well, not anymore. I guess that was filmed like maybe a year ago. Because it just came out like 8 days ago, that documentary. So I
could have fooled me. It looked like it's filmed on a VCR camera from the fucking 80s.
I think one of them, one of the cutscenes is like, 6 months later, this is what's happening.
And speaking of Sam Cams, there were several times where like the filmmaker, the producer, like behind the camera, and I like said something. And I'm like, that sounds like Sam Cams. It's like, I'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah, yeah, they're great. Yeah, it's when you're seeing them off on the boat. Yeah.
I'll bring a ham.
I love how that dude was like, yeah, they say we're our boats are destroying the natural habitat by being out there 24/7. They say that we're anchoring and destroying the seaweed? What
Eelfish or
eelfish?
no,
Yeah, eelweed.
eelweed, something like that.
Yeah, they're like we're destroying the
Eelgrass.
Eelgrass, yeah, and it's like there's scientific proof it's destroying the eelgrass. It was kind of a back and forth because at first they're
I'm sure that's just an excuse though.
see, that's what I'm saying. Watching the full thing, you know that, but when I was watching it, I was like. Because he calls his lawyer or whatever, and he's like, it's just ridiculous, it's just, and I'm like, damn, this dude just sounds very entitled. He just sounds like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter if I'm destroying, that's my house, or whatever, that's all these people's house. But it's like, dude, yeah, you are destroying the natural habitat for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But the more you go on, that woman goes on the beach, and she's talking about it, and at that point, I'm like, okay, now this seems like just an excuse to try and get them out.
Though, are you talking about the woman that's like, does this make me seem aggressive?
No, not her. She sucks. But the other one who's on the beach, who's like, she's like the nature conservationist. Yeah, and she just, I don't know. She just doesn't seem like the way she's not passionate about it. Seems like they just like it's just something that the government's running through her. Yeah, an excuse they're using her to.
Like they're destroying the eelgrass, right? Like what's eelgrass?
Yeah.
Like no, but they're. My point exactly.
Look at these.
There's no eelgrass.
Look at these eagle-eye shots. There's spots in the water. Yeah, no, I mean, they are. I mean, they're probably destroying some shit. The relevant, like how important it is, I don't know.
The best moment in that whole documentary, though, is when what's the main guy like Einstein, something like that.
There's Einstein, and then there's I think his name is like Riley or something.
Whoever the guy that like
Peter.
Whenever he's like pushing his shopping cart, he's like
Peter.
Ah!
Yeah, dude, that's the best part. Is that
the whole documentary is going.
They intentionally count his moans into every single time. It's just it's like. Getting up the ladder, dude. It's like he won't even be on the camera. They'll be like doing B-roll, and they'll just be like, "Oh!"
He's
that
like, "No."
show's so funny.
He's like, "Yeah, I have to park away so the vagrants don't get to my car." Oh! Like, bro,
dude, yeah.
Quit parking up these steep hills.
He's like, "Yeah, I feel better than ever. 70 years old." Oh! It's the fucking.
But no, the best cut.
You could tell what the producers thought was funny.
Yeah,
like the guys. Yeah, film like
I know, because like the best moment in the whole thing is like that one guy, Richard or something like that, and the voiceover is going, "Yeah, he's legally blind. He can't see. He can barely hear," and it shows him behind the wheel of the car.
Emil, yeah.
And he just drives off.
It's so funny.
I didn't even do that. 2 seconds ago, they go, he's legally blind. He can barely hear anything. And he just, like smiling in it with his sunglasses on behind
He's like 80 years old, too. He's been homeless for 60 years.
And he goes, the average death, like the average a year that people die is 75, and he goes, I got a few more years in me then, and they go, he's 88 years old.
Dude, in the back, I noticed that, bro. You know what the craziest thing is? Did you watch to the end?
I have like 3 minutes left.
Oh, man. Do you want me to tell you what happens in the last credits? Everyone dies. COVID killed everyone.
Really?
Like, almost like 5 of the people they interviewed. Like, Einstein died, Emil died, Peter's still alive, Admiral's still alive. Like 2 other people died though.
Jesus.
Yeah, COVID. It's 2021, 2022. All these people died. Oh, COVID just smoked those homeless camps.
Gee, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody died. Nobody's died.
Oh, dude, how about when another great part was when Peter like is going to have like the Sunday thing, and he's like, "Oh, we're doing a child's birthday here," and he's like, "Oh, we'll just
do it off to the side."
No, that's not gonna work.
We rented the place.
It's such bullshit. They're definitely lying just to keep the vagrants away.
Yeah,
but he's like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, they immediately shut that down. They're like, "No, that's not gonna work."
We rented it.
Oh. Yeah, and then they show the ham. He's like, "Oh," he puts the ham on the fucking dirty grill, and there's flies flying all around it. So nasty, dude.
The best is like, I forget what his name is, but they show like this guy right before they show the guy who makes turtles out of pine cones.
Yeah,
and they're like in like a little like.
Is it the dude who looks like Rodrigo Blankenship who smokes crack?
Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
He's like, he stole my tire
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah.
He just steals our stuff.
In the background, he goes, "I'm never coming back here." And they're like, "Good."
Yeah. I
Like, get the fuck out of here.
I was going to tell Rob about this earlier, but I didn't want to because I didn't know if he was going to watch it. But yeah, that dude, when they're just like, yeah, he just comes and steals our
Yeah.
stuff because he likes it. And sometimes he just likes it so much he never gives it back.
He goes, "It's called borrowing without asking."
Yeah, it's fucking stealing. You crackhead.
No, it's just called. He goes, "What the fuck are you doing to my rims?"
Yeah. He knew he stole his tires.
Yeah.
Yeah. That dude
I'm
loves
just
his
checking it out.
Oh, that, yeah. One of the dudes, one of the bald dudes who's like in the camp, who's like trying to spit. He's trying to spit facts. He died.
We're talking about the guy that's listening to Imagine by John Lennon, and he goes,
No,
fucking Paul
that's
McCartney.
The Admiral. That's the Admiral. That's one of the best scenes. Yeah, Paul McCartney with this bullshit. And fucking John Lennon.
John Lennon.
That was one of my favorite parts, too. I forgot about that. The
I
Admiral's
also feel
great.
like he's like, yeah, I like straight up gangster rap with like
Yeah.
police sirens and guns and shotgun pumping. And,
Yeah. I like
and then it cuts to him listening to like, I'm running it.
yeah. He's
Like
listening
Avril Lavigne.
He listens to when he's sitting there drinking like a Jack and Coke at the pier, listening to DMX on full blast.
Yeah.
His fucking Mercedes is the funniest shit.
Oh, yeah, there's some characters in that.
The Admiral is
How'd
the
you
goat.
discover it?
It just popped up, dude. Deep Instagram.
Or you saw it on Instagram and then watched it?
Yeah.
You saw like a trailer or something?
Yeah. Yeah,
Damn.
deep Instagram's just been presenting those gems. But yeah, it's funny, dude. It's a fun documentary. If it was like an hour and a half, I'd probably not think so highly of it, but I do think like 50 minutes is proper length for it.
They kept it to the golden moments.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure there's some that I'm even forgetting about. I know there is.
He's legally blind. Drives off. There's like you could probably like do a master cut of like 5 minutes of him just
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was still out there too when they finished shooting the documentary. He was still out there living on the water.
Peter?
Yeah, you know what's crazy is some of those people said that they had gone in the 30 years they had been homeless. They had gone through 3 boats that they were living in. They'd been sent to multiple different camps. Crazy just having to like pick. I mean, it's expected. You're gonna be homeless. You can't just have a home.
You're a vagabond.
But yeah, if you're gonna be homeless, you don't have a home. But yeah, for all of your possessions and what you know as home to just be destroyed in the blink of an eye and with no repercussions is pretty insane. That's like the one thing that that's one of the things that makes me not think so highly of like living carefree homelessness. You know what I'm saying? Like no responsibilities, carefree, like just being a vagrant, just a fucking swill diver.
Yeah, who was the guy that was like, yeah, these are $40 each. So I take $5 every time I want to take a shit. So I'm not shitting out on the street.
I like that guy. It was the crochet guy. You know that guy's still there. Rob, I wonder if you've ever seen that guy. He's just like on the streets of like San Francisco.
Yeah,
it looked like he was right off Ashbury.
I was gonna say, it looked like he was right by Golden Gate Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a tent set up. He crochets and sells his crochet designs and shit.
I taught myself stitch crossing. I thought I invented it.
Yeah, I like that guy, dude. He's a good sport. Plus, he shits on Peter, which I like because Peter, he was like, he made the greatest point. That guy was like, yeah, Peter talks about how God loves everyone until you cross him.
Yeah.
May God have mercy on your soul.
He'll send you straight to hell with God, like.
Yeah, with the help of Jesus or
something like that.
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
There's somebody else that was.
What'd you say? Yeah,
maybe. Yeah. I don't know if it was Peter or not, but he was like, when they first brought up like the eelgrass situation, he was like, "It's so funny. I can almost laugh myself to death."
That's the call where I stopped liking Peter.
Yeah.
At that call, I was like, all right, this moaner is not gonna get my side. No, it's just so funny. It's like, dude, you are destroying the environment.
Also, I didn't get like a clear answer. Who fucking blew up that one camp?
Yeah, I'm sure you could look it up.
Yeah.
But that couldn't have been anything legal.
No.
Had to be something very deviant. But
Wow.
yeah, it was a good one, man. Decent documentary. Go watch it. It's called Love is the Law by Documentary Forever on YouTube. It's gone up like 8,000 views since I watched it a couple days ago. So like 23K now. I watched it when it was like 15, something like that. But yeah, fucking hell yeah.
Solid documentary filmmaking.
You want to get into pitches?
Yeah, I have one thing right before. So a couple days ago, I got a call, and it was like a 626, like a Glendale number or something like that. And I'm like, I'm getting coffee. I answer it, and this person had a not super heavy, but a noticeable accent. So I wasn't buying what they were selling from the get go. And he's like, "Is this Mr. Baldwin?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "This is
AJ Baldwin."
He goes, "This is so and so from the Department of Homeland Security." And I was like, "No, but okay."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Have you been ordering stuff from Mexico?" And I'm like, "No, I don't think so." And they're like, "Well, I see that you're ordering stuff to like my address in Indy." And I was like, "No, I'm not doing that." And they're like, "Do you own any property in California?" I was like, "No, I live in California." And they're like, "Well, what's your address? We'll stop by and give you all these documentation." And I'm like, "No." But I kept talking to him because I'm like,
I rarely entertain it, dude.
I was like half distracted by like waiting for my coffee. So I like wasn't registering that I shouldn't be. Yeah.
Shouldn't be entertaining.
I was like, yeah, no, I live in California. I was just like looking for my chagachino. And they're like, "Okay, well, we could give you these documents." I'm like, "Who are you?" And then they just hung up.
Yeah, they always do that.
Yeah.
That's the best question. Dude, that always reminds me, I'll do the funniest shit sometimes when I'm like in the bathroom, just like with time to spare. I'll go on OnlyFans and I'll troll the bots in the comments. Not the bots, but like the team, like the communications teams for
Like
girls.
the people that are acting like these
Yeah,
models?
because it's not bots. It's like a whole
Yeah.
team of like fucking A-Rods, and they're all just, they'll say the craziest shit to you, but if you like
I
egg
know,
them on
what
in
a-
different ways,
What a fucking job.
dude, it's
It'd
insane.
be like a 50-year-old man being like, "Yeah, I'll suck that dick."
Yeah, I'll suck your dick so hard. It's so insane, dude. It's the most insane shit ever. And to think about how these girls make millions
Oh,
off
so much.
dudes, you have to know. You
Yeah.
have to know at some point, like, you have to know you're talking to just some
This
60-year-old
person
dude
has like millions of subscribers or
getting
whatever. Like,
outsourced
they're
to
not,
some third world country,
Yeah.
just barely speaking English. Like, "Oh, your dick's so hard."
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
that's the ones you get. That's the best. That's the best ones to troll. Like, there was one I was talking to, and I was like, "Where you from?" And she was like, "Oh, my secret." I was like, "Oh, that's sick. Like, you could tell me. Like, I
Yeah,
won't tell.
I'll keep it.
I'll keep it secret." And yeah, it's the best. And I was like, I like send a screenshot of like a fake account, because like I'll find the low key ones through a fake account that follows me that links you to their real account. And then you find out they have like 20 fake accounts that link you to their real account that are just bots that are just following and commenting on random stuff throughout Instagram. And so you'll be like, "Yeah, is this?" I'll be like, I'll send a screenshot of a post, like an account like 0 posts, 1 follower, and like, or like 300 followers, like only following 1 person, 0 posts. And I'll be like, "Yeah, is this you? Is this your real account?" And they'll just not respond.
Yeah.
At that point, they're like, "This guy's digging too deep."
This guy's done his research.
It's so funny though. It's the funniest thing ever. And then like I'll wait one day and like the fucking automated, like the communications team will send me like something and be like, "Playing with my pussy. You want to see this?" And like in the context of what was just said,
Yeah.
he did this. It's the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
I might have to start screenshotting some of that, sharing it with
That'd
the
be good.
viewers. But yeah, it's fun stuff. It's like my version of going on Craigslist and like
Yeah.
doing prank calls.
Pretty much what I've been doing on PlayStation recently.
yeah, just suck my scrum.
Yeah. Eat my scrum, don't
Eat my scrum.
Yeah.
You gotta say suck my scrum next.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, good stuff. Fucking, there's so many ways to fuck with people if like that's if that
Yeah.
helps, like if that's something that you find satisfaction in. There's so many different ways to
Well,
do
so
it.
you can't
nowadays.
prank call anymore, really.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, you can, but it's not.
That-
It doesn't do the same.
Yeah, unless you prank call a person and like threaten them, like you're really not breaking any laws.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd beg to differ, though. Did you know I got contacted by the police in like middle school? Because like every day after school, we would be prank calling Party City, or not Party City. What was like the The party shop that was like right next to Marsh.
Party Tree.
Party Tree, yeah.
I used to fuck with Party Tree.
Dude,
You
we would
remember
call
Party Tree?
them. We'd call them every day after school and be like, "You guys have Superman costumes?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." And I go, "You have a Superman costume for like a really fat guy?"
We used to prank call this one kid and be like,
same thing every day.
We used to prank call this one kid till the point that like his mom had to get on the phone. Me, Mitch Galeski, and Robbie, we'd prank call another kid. I'm gonna censor this out. Prank call. And we'd say the craziest shit. And one time, like the final straw, we called, and it was like his mom answered, and we were like, "Hello." And we're little kids doing this, by the way, so it's obviously much higher. Hello. And we were like, "Is this the place where we find them gay prostitutes?" And they were like, "We're gonna call the police on you."
Yeah.
Hung up. Never called. Hung up. My voice is fucked right now, dude, from being sick. But
no, Party Tree called the police and they tracked my phone down.
Yeah, that happened. It seems like that happened more often back in the day. There was less phone numbers to keep track of. Like, I think that's more of a past thing. I think prank calls nowadays, like, fuck it, it's gone with the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the dude that would do the Asian accent and
plus
call?
you could do like a Google Hangouts.
You know the prank call YouTube like
prank calls, like the yellow one, the dude who did baklao.
Yeah, the like a somebody.
Like a somebody.
Yeah. And we used to call rice cooker all the time.
Yeah, the rice cooker was the classic. Right?
That was the best.
You remember that, right?
It was like 818-8181.
Grade.
Like the number was like
really easy to remember.
Yeah.
Everybody would call the rice cooker. They would know immediately if you were prank calling them.
Yeah.
Ownage
pranks, yeah.
Yeah, those. You ever watch the CKY videos back in the day, or like listen to CKY tapes and CDs? It was before us, but I wouldn't even know about them if it wasn't for like my brothers.
Yeah.
But like, it was like the original like prank call people and record it and do outlandish shit, like different voices.
Well, dude, it's been around for forever.
Saul Rosenberg, and they would do all these different voices.
Like, there's like vinyl from like the 60s where people would prank call people. Yeah. There's like comedy vinyls.
Yeah. It's always funny.
Yeah.
It's still funny.
It's been funny.
It's always going to be funny. Now you prank chat, bro. Prank chat is nice because you have more time to think.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the advantage of prank call. It's all spur of the moment. Like whatever happens.
And it's more anonymous. It's easier to hide an IP address than like your phone number, I think.
Yeah.
Well, should we get into them?
Yeah, let's do it. You went first last time?
I think so, because you went
first twice in a row.
Twice, yeah.
Oh my God, get off my screen.
Can you take me high?
Can you take me high? All right. So the pitch I just wrote right before this episode.
Yeah.
It is inspired by a conversation Robbie and I actually had a couple days ago. So when a new member fast tracks his way to leadership within the gang after killing the members conducting his initiation, this causes problems for current leader Cy Farside. The initiation gone wrong is the catalyst for a mutiny within the gang, resulting in a full-on gang war throughout 1980 Chicago. So the movie's called No Time Left.
Would it be like a gang civil war?
Yeah, it'd be like a gang civil war. Yeah.
So the other gangs are just like, fuck.
Yeah, no, it's not even like, I think even it would come to a point where like Cy has to reach out to other gangs to protect them from the mutiny within his own gang. Then like obviously the guy who killed all the members in his initiation, he's the leader of the.
This is like a classic like crime drama thriller sort of thing.
It would be like a gang like a gang movie. It would be like what's a fucking. It's like a streets equivalent of like a mob movie, yeah. But yeah, I would want to stray away from it being like that one movie Shia LaBeouf did, like the Cartel movie. I wouldn't want it to be like that as much as I would want it to be
like a Cartel movie.
Yeah, where he tatted his whole body and did a Mexican dude. He was in a Mexican.
He did a Mexican dude.
He did a Mexican dude. Yeah, he played a Mexican.
I need to see this movie.
You never seen it?
No.
It's called the Tax Collector.
Is it recent?
Nah, it was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I watched it when it came out because it sounded interesting. Everybody they marketed it like they were like Shia LaBeouf just tattooed his whole body to play a role.
Yeah.
And so it's supposed to be badass. And then like they just did him so wrong. The director was shit. The movie really should have been centered around Shia. It was not. It was centered around some other dude who looked like fucking Ilya Taporia. He's a UFC fighter. But But yeah, it was not good. Not a
Yeah.
good movie. But I would want to
Not good. So it was good.
It's not good. But I would want to stray away from it being like that and being more like a Gangs of New York, but more modern,
Yeah.
like 1980s, not the fucking 20s. No. Yeah, it could be. It could be that too. Like I was thinking that. Like I didn't know whether I wanted to make it like more like hood gangs or if it was like if it was like I said the 80s because it was like kind of I don't know how long BD goes back or GD's. Okay. Yeah, it could be that. It could be that. Like Initiations too would probably be more of like a street gang.
Yeah.
But yeah, I left it open for interpretation. But that was initial thought, like whether it would be like mob or street gangs.
Did you say the title?
No Time Left.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't think of a great title, so No Time Left is kind of like the title. What's that called? The line within the movie that has the title of it in it. There's a name for it.
Like when you say the title. in the
Yeah,
movie?
it's like in any movie when they say like there's this. It's like and they say that. What's that called?
I didn't know there was a name for it either.
I'm blanking on it. There is a name, but I'm blanking on it. But it would be like that. It'd be like the end, like right before they go to like final fucking like gang war.
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be good. I'm trying to think of like comps. Like I mean, yeah, it's pretty
ambiguous.
No, like hasn't been done before.
Yeah,
I say innovative, but it's not really the word I was looking for. But
yeah, it's like Gangs in New York, really, but it's like it's more like a Civil War type game. Title drop is not what I was thinking, but that sounds about right. What's that? Yeah, title track, I guess, is the title track of an album. Yeah.
But
what was it? I wasn't the word I was thinking of either, but yeah, I'm sure that sounds. Yeah.
It sounds like a more
the word I'm thinking of is probably wrong. I'm thinking of something, but that's deep in the back of my mind. I can't seem to find it right now. But but yeah.
So wait, like the main character would be like this kid that is getting initiated, or
no? The main character is the current leader.
Yeah, okay.
The movie starts with this dude who's supposed to be getting initiated by getting jumped, but instead he kills all the people with his bare hands, like 6 dudes. And then it's like the next scene would be like, all right, what are we gonna? The leaders of the gang be like, what are we gonna do with this guy? And Sci-Farside is the main guy. He's like the leader, current leader. And it's like we can't just jump him, and you can't just like jump the line.
We
like,
obviously
leadership.
can't do shit to him. He'll kill all of us.
yeah, he'll kill all of us with his bare hands. So yeah, it's a Debo type character.
We should have never tried to initiate Steven Seagal.
Yeah. He knows. He's so good at Krav Maga is what Steven Seagal does.
I don't know, some bullshit. Steven Seagal is the worst.
Yeah, but maybe if the worst was the greatest. But
he literally just flips people. He just
he's like the dude. He's like the self-defense guy.
Yeah. But he's made millions out of it.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, he looks like a fucking walking fucking hot dog.
But yeah. And Rob and I asked Rob the other day. I had a thought where I was like, I wonder if there's ever been like, I wonder if you're supposed to fight back during gang initiations, or if you're supposed to just get jumped. Like that's the point of it. See how durable you are.
I think it's like
if the point is to see if you can fight, then I would assume killing the people would fast track you within the game. Right?
Yeah. I have to feel like, especially if you're not in the know about it, like, what are you expected to do? Be like, I think I'm being initiated, and you're just getting stabbed to death.
I think people usually know though if they're like,
I'm sure you have an idea.
They don't just like 6 people just flash mob you while you're getting apples in the grocery store.
I'm sure it's different every time, but I just read that showing your resilience to or not showing resilience is basically what they want. Not fighting back, seeing how much you can take.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. At the very end, they see how really down you are. DTF.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only if you're Immortal Technique's not his mom, but the mom in that story, and Dance with the Devil. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
in the song is Dancing with the Devil or Dance with the Devil by Immortal Technique, where he tells a true story about it's like a friend. Was it a friend?
I don't know.
It's supposed to be a true story about a guy he knew who is like his initiation to a gang is like beating and raping this woman, and then at the end of the song he takes the mask off and it's his mom. It's like a really fucked up story. It's
Jesus
like one of the most
Christ.
famous like underground rap songs. From the I think it's from Immortals. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just saw like a girl born in 2000.
Yeah, it's like yeah. It's very scary. Like just listening to the
Yeah.
song is scary.
Yeah, I get chills thinking about it.
Yeah,
The first time I heard it,
me too.
That
Yeah.
sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what? I think it might have been in American Fiction, the movie I just went to see the other day. But there was some movie I watched where some woman covering it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but like it wasn't a great cover. But Where'd You Sleep Last Night?
Oh, nice.
Was in it. Yeah.
Nice. Nah, fucking, that's dope. That sounds great.
Yeah.
I'm sure hers was the worst cover ever because
Probably.
the preceding is afterwards, right? Or it's before?
Proceedings before.
Before, yeah. The preceding covers are much better.
Yeah.
Succeeding would be after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Succeeding.
Succeed.
All right.
Yeah, no, that was a good pitch.
No
I just kept
time
thinking,
left.
huh?
No time left. That's
I
it.
just kept thinking of like the Warriors, but like a more violent, less.
Yeah.
Over
I haven't seen the
encompassing.
Warriors, but we played the game. We played the video
Yeah.
game for like Xbox.
It
or
obviously
PS2.
wouldn't be multiple gangs if it's just one gang kind of imploding.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to use like historic gangs or if like I wanted to create a gang and make it a
Yeah.
fictional story.
Well, you did write it in like 2 minutes, so
Yeah.
there wasn't a whole
Well,
lot
it
of
was-
research that went
It's
into it.
it was thoughts that had been brewing
Yeah.
for like a day. But yeah, I wrote it basically the point of it, the plot of it, and just now. Yeah, some shit like that. That's a better name. And No Time Left is not as good. I was gonna call it Gang Violence.
Yeah, it sounds like a
'cause I
James
that.
Bond movie.
That's what I thought too. The first thing.
Yeah, gang will work. Gang Violence. I was gonna call it Gang Violence because that's just I love that term.
Gang would
Gang would be cool.
Yeah,
Gang. Yeah.
that's good.
Thanks, man. It's all right. I could have done better with a little bit more time into it, but I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I didn't have to resort to selling out and just picking a thing that's already existent that no one's made a movie for yet, which I've had to do a couple times. Like
Oh,
Luigi's
like,
Mansion and
yeah.
Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
The Mr. Clean idea is crazy, though.
Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Clean origin story. Oh, yeah, Mr. Krabs' origin story.
Yeah.
Dude, fire.
both of those.
Yeah. Yeah. I gave plots to it, though.
Probably back to back.
I provided plots, but I wasn't just like Mr. Krabs' origin story. Boom. I was like,
Eugene Krabs.
yeah, I was like, this is what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. Those are definitely my sellout ideas. Still, I still like them, regardless. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's that.
All right, mine's a little lighter. Probably the lightest one I've ever done. So, a father fears losing the connection he has with his young son when his mad scientist-esque escapades push his wife to divorce. However, he figures out how to keep close to him by shrinking himself to action figure size and posing as one of his toys.
Oh,
The movie's called Fun Size.
dude, that could get a little grimy depending on how horny that little boy is.
What?
That's my first concern. Just saying.
I was thinking about
Yeah, not me, man. I just know
yeah.
kids get crazy these days.
But no, I was thinking like they get divorced and the wife like plans like moving away, like probably back to like her home, like where she's from, with their son. And so like in a last ditch effort to like stay in contact, he like shrinks himself down and like packs himself in with like the kids' toys and just like goes with them. And they develop a connection and he obviously is like, don't tell anybody.
He talks to the kid.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
crazy.
assuming so.
Does he pose as like a different thing?
Probably at the beginning, yeah. He probably like dresses up like a fellow army men, army men.
Yeah.
And yeah. But I was thinking kind of what you were saying in a less gross way, but like could reconnect with the mom. You know,
Man,
fun size.
that's fun size,
Yeah.
dude. Damn, he would be.
But probably
He'd be like fucking Randy Moss.
but probably not because
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Randy Moss celebration.
But I think this is a pretty strictly kids movie. So
Hold up,
I'd probably-
you've seen the video of the guy on the sideline with the Randy Moss mask and afro, and he's doing that back and forth, and his like afro's bobbling back and forth.
I don't think so.
Hold on. Yeah. Any more points? I will show you this after this.
No, that's about it. That's all I could really think of.
Yeah, that's cool. That's interesting. It's like yeah, it's like
Right,
it's
yeah.
like Honey I Shrunk the Kids meets Pickle
Like Mrs.
Rick.
Doubtfire.
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Doubtfire meets Honey I Shrunk the Kids
Yeah.
more so.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
No, Pickle Rick was not part of.
it is though. He's a scientist. He shrinks himself.
Yeah. In that aspect, sure.
Let me say, celebrating with fan. I wonder if I think Rob and I have seen this video when we were younger. I thought I saw it with you.
What is? Have you guys seen Flubber?
Yeah.
What does he do in Flubber?
It's weird, bro. That movie's creepily eerie.
No, it's
It's
Robin Williams, right?
Yeah, he like has like a.
Because he's like a mad scientist.
He has like ooze. Like he has an
Yeah.
ooze. He creates this ooze and it's
Flubber.
like fucks up everything.
All I remember is seeing the trailer where Flubber just like dances. I thought it was just about dancing slime.
Yeah, I remember that movie being very strange, making me feel very uncomfortable. Like very.
Yeah, it's a kids
uncomfortable.
movie, and like all I remember is the trailer where he's dancing, and the song playing is "Do a little dance,
Look.
make a little love."
So Randy Moss obviously had a celebration where he dives in the pussy.
Is that?
Dude, definitely special.
Yeah.
Definitely special. Special young man.
But also, is he?
I don't know if it's a mask or he's doing blackface.
I think he's doing blackface.
They loved it though. Look, he keeps doing it.
But look at his neck. His neck is white.
No, he's a white dude. Look. that's why. That's fucking wig goes flying up. One more time. Dude, definitely a specimen.
I guess.
He's doing a Randy Moss outfit. Yeah, classic, dude.
Jeez.
Just. All right, I want to end this episode on a light note. I was just inspired to bring it up. You ever hear that clip of Deshaun Jackson on the radio? Remember that clip? Deshaun Jackson, former Eagles wide receiver, was on a radio show and got a particularly sus, I'll say, question. And his response to it was very non-PC. Well, that's not what I want to see in the videos.
Is it like filmed, or you just like hear his response?
You just hear it. I just Googled it and just gay porn everywhere on my phone. Hold up. Let's see.
BC Blunts. What up, fellas? What up, homie? Yeah, New York. I'm Gang Green Nation. Fuck down. I just want to wish you a lot of luck, motherfucking. Troy in Tennessee. Troy. Hey, I just want to know if Deshaun Jackson got his dick knocked in the dirt one good time yet. Don't worry about the type of questions that say no.
He said, I just want to know if Deshaun Jackson's got his dick knocked in the dirt one good time. This dude from Tennessee.
Hey, I just want to know if Deshaun Jackson got his dick knocked in the dirt one good time yet. Don't worry about the type of questions that say no, homie. Gay ass.
It's so crazy. The radio host is just like, all right, next question. So, I think he got fined for that.
Oh, for sure.
Say no homo for it. Probably 5. I think it was when McNabb was there. Nah, 2011.
I was gonna say no
Then
homo
2.
wasn't a thing until like
No, it was
the
around.
late 2000s.
It was around the early 2000s.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't around until it wouldn't have been like 03, 05.
I thought it was around like late 90s when no homo became a thing.
I don't think so.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's a light note.
classic Deshaun Jackson, classic Randy Moss. But it's Deshaun Jackson. He paid his dues. Classic wide receiver. We don't know. But yeah, you sign off last time or I sign off last time?
I think you did.
All right, man. Take it away.
Well, thanks for watching. It's been a fun one, and baby, we've gone again.